multiple alleles. So multiple alleles, as we study in zoology, the same thing. Multiple alleles always occupy, more than one allele occupies the same locus of a chromosome. There is no crossing over will take place in that chromosome. So a particular phenotype of an individual depend upon more than a single pair of a gene. So that is called as a multiple allele. So group of alleles combine together and control one phenotype. So these group of alleles, where they present, almost present the same locus of a chromosome. So what are the characteristics of these multiple alleles? See, these multiple alleles are homologous chromosome. They just present, but here no crossing over take place, because they just take place almost in same locus. So no recombination or no crossing over will just take place. So the second point is they are always responsible for the same character. So group of alleles combine together and just control the same character. And third point is that these wild types of alleles exhibit dominant character, whereas multiple type influence dominant or intermediate phenotypic ratio. So mostly the wild types are just dominant, whereas the in-between types is just show the intermediate phenotypic ratio. And the last one is the mutant type and not the wild type. The mutant multiple alleles always crossed with the newly formed F1 generation and not with the parental generation. So these are characteristic of multiple alleles. So this multiple alleles, what is the example? First one we'll just see is self-Stellitis nicotiana. Nicotiana plant, this is a nicotiana plant. For self-Stellity means prevention of self-pollination. So in this plant, the self-pollination is prevented. So when the pollen grains from the plant, the same flower just fall into the stigma of the same flower, this fertilization is stopped. This is observed by the scientist called East. The name of the scientist is East. In the year 1925, he just observed in this plant this nicotiana, and he just named that S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. So these are the various alleles which are responsible for this self-incompatibility, which just promotes the cross-pollination. So in this nicotiana plant, these scientists, they just studied about the 5 different types of genes: S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. So in every plant, this we always see S1, S1, S2, S2, but in this plant what happens, there's nothing like that. So for example, if there's 2 alleles are present, one allele will be S1, other allele will be S2. So in S1, S2 plant, and the same type of pollen grains form, the self-pollination will be stopped. Both the pollen grains will not be developing pollen tube, because at the time of gametic formation, both the alleles get separated, and this one forms S1 forms the S1 type of pollen grain, S2 forms the S2 type of pollen grains. Both are just present in the same plant, so for fertilization is not possible. But this S1, S2 plant, when they just cross with another variety, or that S1, S3 plant, so in this plant they got 2 different types of pollen grains, one with S1 and one with S3. In that S1 pollen grain, when they just fall onto this S1, S2 plant, here also S1, here also S1, these both will just act and just self-incompatibility will just take place. So this pollen grain will not develop. But whereas in S3, here there is no S3 genome. So this pollen grain will just develop and fertilization will take place. In the same case, when S3 and S4 pollen grains fall, then that no self-incompatibility will take place, because both are just new genome. So based upon this gene, in which parental gene S1, S2 means, this S1, S2 pollen grains alone will be stopped. So that is what they just studied in nicotiana. The next topic is sex determination in plants. So sex determination in plants, about 94% of all the flowering plants have got one type of individuals. So 94% of all plants are called monomorphic. Monomorphic, androecium and gynoecium both are present in the same flower. Now the remaining 6% are got dimorphic. Dimorphic means either they will have a male flower, female flower separately, or male plant, female plant separately. So in that sex determination, Selena latifloria is controlled by 3 different regions in sex chromosome. In this plant, sex chromosome controlled by 3 different regions. What are the regions? Y chromosome determine maleness, X chromosome determine female, and XY shows different segments. XY show means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 different segments chromosome. Based upon the position, this plant shows male and female characteristics. So that's the introduction part in plant. So we'll just see with an example. What example is? Papaya. So in papaya plant has got 17 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair of allosomes. So what is autosome? Bodysome. All the 17 pairs will be same. Only 1 pair of sex chromosome will be present. In male papaya, plant have XY and female has got XX. Unlike human sex chromosome, papaya sex chromosomes is also evolved from autosomes. From the autosomes only the allosomes have been developed. Then next is sex determinant is Sparocarpus. So what is the Sparocarpus? Here also there is a plant. This gametic plant has got about 8 chromosomes. Out of 8 chromosomes, first 7 chromosomes are just same for all the male and female plant, where the 8th chromosome is larger, X chromosome is larger, then develop into a female plant, where the 8th chromosome Y is smaller, develops into a male plant. So larger means it's developed into a female, smaller means develop into a male plant. So this is how this sex determination is maintained out here. Again, when they just develop the spores, mesospore with X chromosomes produce only female gamete, while the Y chromosome produce male gamete. The next plant variety is in maize. So in maize, what is there? Maize is the example for monoecious plant. Monoecious means in one plant itself both the male and female flowers are just present. A terminal end is the male flower, tarsal, whereas the lateral edges you can just see the earlobe, silk, these are the female flower. So unisexual. So in this what happen is, there's a substitution of two genes. What are two genes? BA for barren plant and TS for tarsal plant. So here what happens is this BA and TA are the two important genes which just distinguish between a monoecious and dioecious maize plant. Yes, in maize plant also dioecious plant is present. Dioecious means male plant separately and female plant separately. So here itself they given this dioecious male plant is rare. Now it's very rare to just see. So in this allies, this barren plant BA is homozygous, make the stalk stamen. So stalk stamen at the top this BA will be present. So only this anther part will just develop. The silk and ears will be stopped from developing. So it just develop into a male flower. Whereas the TS plant will just present the pistillate in the female plant, the lateral edges will just produce only the silk and ear and no pollen grains will be produced. So it just develops into a female plant. So in both this male and female flower, gibberellin plays an important role in stamen, separation of stamen. So that is how the sex determination is maize has been done. Until we see you next class, be safe. Thank you.